Good evening, everyone. This is your host, Jeremy Michael, with another episode of Make That Bloody Movie with Coffee. And in tonight, we have a special guest. His name is Jesus McKnight. Did I say that right, McKnight?
It's Esau.
Esau?
Esau.
Esau McKnight. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, I made a mistake. Gentlemen, I made a mistake. It's Esau McKnight. All right. Thank you for the correction, sir. All right.
No worries.
McKnight was born and raised in Houston, Texas. He graduated from high school in 1977, started training in Korean Taekwondo and Okinawa Karate under the direction and leadership of Grandmaster Kim Soo. He developed his love for martial arts through his childhood. Early on, competed and won first place as a white belt in the local karate tournament. He's also studied at the Texas Southern University in Houston, mastered in martial arts, and was in the Martial Arts Hall of Fame. He was awarded black belt in 1982, security armed and unarmed combat. And ladies and gentlemen, he went from martial arts into his movie career. One of the movies that I love, he was in Blade and Fighting Fury. All right, ladies. Whoa, McKnight, you got a background there, huh?
Well, yeah, that's, living in the city, there's always some noise somewhere.
Gotcha. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right to it. And don't forget, remember to stay towards the end of the episode. We have the coffee of the night. McKnight will tell you his favorite cup, and I will tell you mine. That's the coffee of the night. All right, guys, let's get to it. We have 4 questions tonight that my listeners wanted me to ask you, and let's dive right in. What are the biggest fears of those in your field and position? McKnight?
Mr. Michael, first I want to thank you for having me as your guest.
Oh, you're welcome.
One of the biggest fears is actors are always second guessing themselves. Was I too short? Was I not tall enough? Was I not thin enough? Was I not built enough? How did I do this line? Always second guessing themselves. And that's always a problem because, it's a stressful business. There's a lot of hurry up and wait. Fear from being dropped by the agency, that type of thing,
Okay. That's interesting you say that. I never heard anybody articulate it that way. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Question number 2. Famous people you admire and why?
Well, I admire Jim Kelly.
Ooh.
He was one of the, I had the opportunity to work with Jim Kelly on a Nike commercial back in 2006. He was the second lead. LeBron James was the first lead actor on that show. I was a principal on it. As a matter of fact, they auditioned 40,000 martial artists and they chose 4 out of 40,000. I was one of the 4. So I admire Jim Kelly for his being a pioneer, as a black action star. He shared a lot of information about the industry with me. Also, Sho Kazuki, who's one of the ninja superstars from the ninja film franchises. He sat down one-on-one and talked to me about the industry, told me not to even do it. He said it's not worth it. There's a lot of rejection. You're better off just living a normal life. I said, no, I will not live a normal life. I will go after my dreams and I will achieve them. I want to thank you for your time.
Also, Bruce Lee. Loved Bruce Lee. The reason I got into martial arts is Bruce Lee. Also, I love Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds, amazing guy, very down to earth, very approachable. Had a few drinks with him back in the day.
Okay.
John Goodman as well. Judge Judy.
Oh, Judge Judy.
I also love Steve Harvey.
Oh, yeah.
Steve Harvey used to live in his car.
Oh,
he came from nowhere to everywhere.
Wow.
So
that is
those kind of people I admire.
That's amazing. I didn't know Steve Harvey was in his car. That's something. Thank you for telling me that. I had no
Are you there?
idea. Yeah, I'm here. Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's interesting. Thank you for telling me about Steve Harvey. I didn't know that. All right, question. Oh, go ahead. What you were going to say, McKnight?
No, go ahead. You're fine.
All right. Hey, question number 3. What was your process of becoming great at what you do?
Well, I'm still on the road to becoming great. I don't consider myself great. I always consider myself a student in training. Don't get me wrong, I'm confident and I feel like I'm fabulous. I think I got a lot to bring to the table. But when I first made up my mind to pursue acting, to pursue this career, I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anything. And I was scared. I didn't know how I was going to get into films, who to talk to, or anything. I showed up for a casting, a big casting call, a cattle call, what they call it in the industry.
Right.
And I think I got hired to be on Nutty Professor. I ended up being Dave Chappelle's body double, stand in on that show. So the biggest thing to get going, you just have to not be afraid of rejection and just go knocking on doors. Somebody's going to say yes. A lot of people are going to say no, but someone's going to say yes. Just educate yourself, study, get into a class, study, read, put your head to the ground and listen what's happening and just get involved. You got to get out, network, meet people, ask people questions, ask other actors and actresses questions, just get connected. That was really my key to getting involved.
Well, let me ask you this, McKnight. I mean, on question 3, just to add this to that. Due to coronavirus and the way it has shifted the industry and rocked it, what would you say from past experience to now in 2021? How would you tell the young people if they wanted to get into this business? How could they navigate through this pandemic?
Okay. Right now, production is gearing back up. I've actually done 3 or 4 recent productions recently. In order to get started, you really just need to. A lot of people say don't do background work, but I tell you what, I've done background work, and I got Taft-Hartley 2 months after I started. I got Taft-Hartley into the union. That doesn't happen to everyone, but it happened to me. So enroll yourself, sign up with an agency, a background agency, or seek out a manager. You're not going to get an agent without any credits, but seek out a manager or sign up with a background agency that provides talent for film projects. That's how I would get started. And then take classes as well. Because, if you're lucky enough to meet celebrities, and I've been very fortunate, but none of them really done anything for me.
Okay. All right, guys. Let's go move on to question number 4. What's next for McKnight on this journey?
I believe in dreaming big. I see myself becoming a series regular. I see myself working on A-list film projects. I see myself hosting someday. I see myself directing someday. That's the direction I want to go. And fortunately, I have a good agent, Teresa Lynn Zano of A Talent, and she's working diligently on navigating my career in that direction.
Okay, awesome. Fascinating stuff. And
thank you.
Since we got a little bit of time, I wanted to ask you a personal question. Well, not personal, but it's a question of mine off the record. What was it like, I guess, being a martial artist, being in the Hall of Fame? Congratulations on that one. And
thank you.
Going from that to the movie industry, I mean, how does that happen? I know it does happen, but what for you, I guess, because I know Bruce Lee did it, but for you, how did it came to be?
It came to be. Here's how it happened. I was a black belt. They were shooting a ninja film called Pray for Death in Houston, Texas, is where I'm from.
Okay.
And I don't exactly remember how I found out about it, but I got hired as an extra on that film. You just have to be diligent and just be serious about going after what you want to go after. Just be serious about it. Don't accept failure.
Okay.
It's not an option. Yeah, you're gonna get rejected. Everybody gets rejected. Even A-listers get rejected. Just go for it, because you're not. If you fit the role and they see you, you got to be seen. You got to get headshots, take classes. You got to go try to meet somebody, go to some screenings or some, just get involved. I mean, I've had the good fortune. I've been pretty lucky in my career thus far. Okay. But because I'm in SAG, and I'm SAG Sergeant at Arms, I'm in SAG Conservatory. Okay. Just got to get involved and meet people. It's just network. That's what it's all about. It ain't what you know, it's who you know.
Okay, McKnight. All right, guys. Well, now we're winding down to the episode. Now we're gonna have McKnight tell all you lovely ladies and gentlemen out there what's his favorite brew that he works with. Go ahead, McKnight.
Well, you mean coffee-wise?
Yeah, coffee. Let's make that bloody movie with coffee, man. We drink coffee.
Yes, I like a regular style. I like a strong coffee with Irish cream.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
And if I feel like I want to mix something in it, I'll pour a little bit of Bailey's in it.
Ooh. Now we're talking. And okay.
Nothing like Bailey's and hot coffee. Just sounds so good.
Okay. No, I had that cup of Joe one time with Bailey's. I know how it tastes. So yeah, that's you're working with something there. You're working with something. All right.
Totally.
All right, lady. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
With this pandemic now, I've had the good fortune of working on a couple projects. Everything's done differently these days.
Okay.
Like craft services, you used to walk up and just put your hand in and grab whatever you want.
Yeah.
Now they got people serving it to you. You have to ask for what you want. They get it for you. You show up on set. You got to go to the COVID nurse first. You got to check in. Of course, you have to do your COVID test prior to showing up on set. And once you get to set, they still check you for COVID. And you have to walk around with a mask until the scene is shot. But during the break, you got to put the mask back on. Okay. And then craft services, when we sit, all the seats are spread out. Nobody's sitting together anymore.
Wow.
You sit one-on-one.
So it has changed. It has changed from the,
It has tremendously.
Oh, wow. So would you say that for a young actor coming up due to COVID, it's a little different than what it was when you started?
It's way different. Casting, it's not even done the way it used to be. Casting used to be you could go show up to an agency's door and walk in and register, but now you have to send an email and then make an appointment to come in.
Oh, wow. And they do video too, right? That's what they do.
And they do video as well.
Oh.
Telecast.
Yeah, telecast. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it seems like since the COVID thing, because now they got COVID officers that stay on set and make sure you're following all the rules. It seems like since this COVID's around, there are more people working on the crew because there's so much more you have to be safe with. I mean, they got guys walking around with a spray can, spraying everything down, wiping everything down. They got people just watching your every move, make sure safe distance and protocols are met.
Whew. It's
tough.
Yeah.
You might get your feelings hurt if you walk around with your mask off, or you touch something you're not supposed to touch.
Right.
Even wardrobe is different, man.
Oh, really? So what they they lay out your clothes, they tell you your size, and here
they lay out your clothes, leave it there, and they don't touch nothing. They let you do everything.
Huh. Interesting. It's almost like a sci-fi film within a film, where you see those sci-fi movies where the city's just like everybody's spread out and nobody talks, but you got all these things going on. It's weird.
Oh yeah. Even when you're sitting and waiting for your scene to be shot, nobody together. They're sitting 6 feet or more apart. As a matter of fact, they have to have a bigger holding area, depending if you're a principal or not. The holding area for the actors is a huge ass room now. unless you got your own dressing room. It's a huge ass room. Usually they can put everybody in one room like cattle.
Yeah.
Not anymore. They can't do that anymore. It's all different.
Jeez.
All spread out.
That is something. That is kind of weird, ladies and gentlemen, from the way we used to do stuff in the industry. But hey, I guess times change and you just got to adapt to it. All right, everyone. Just want to say thank you for listening to it. Let me see. I don't want to butcher that. Esau McKnight. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
My cup of joe for the night that I'm working with is nothing like Bailey's with his, but it has a little whiskey in it and it's hazelnut.
Oh my. Love hazelnut. Beautiful.
All right, guys. This is your host, Jeremichael, with another episode of Make That Bloody Movie with Coffee. Signing out.